Listen to me very carefully. What I'm about to tell you could save your life, your marriage, your business, and everything you've been praying for. Some of you watching this right now, yes, you've been having the same dreams over and over again. You wake up sweating, your heart is pounding, you feel tired even after sleeping for 8 hours. You pray, you fast, but nothing changes. Do you know why? Because there are spiritual gates that have been opened against you, and nobody is telling you the truth about what's really happening in the realm of the spirit while your body sleeps. My name is Obioma Nwangho, and I am from Port Harcourt in River State, Nigeria. I used to be a woman who practiced witchcraft for 17 years. 17 years! I destroyed marriages. I stole destinies. I planted sickness in people's bodies while they slept. But today, by the mercy of Allah, I have embraced Islam, and I have been commanded to expose the secrets of darkness so that the innocent will no longer suffer in ignorance. What you are about to hear has never been spoken openly like this before. The witches and wizards will hate me for this, but I don't care anymore. Too many good people are suffering because they don't understand the language of their dreams. Let me tell you something that will shock you. Your dream life is more important than your waking life. Yes, you heard me correctly. In the spirit realm, what happens when you sleep determines what manifests when you wake up. This is why the enemy fights you most violently at night. This is why some of you are more tired in the morning than when you went to bed. I know this because I was one of them. I was one of the people visiting you at night. When I was in the coven, and may Allah forgive me for the evil I did, we had assignments, we had targets, we had lists of names. Names of people who were about to break through, names of people whose marriages were about to be blessed with children, names of young men and women who were about to get job promotions, business contracts, and opportunities that would change their generations forever. And do you know what we did? We entered their dreams. But here's what will surprise you. We couldn't just enter anyone's dream. No, no, no. There had to be a legal door. There had to be permission, either from the person themselves or from someone connected to them. This is the part that nobody tells you. This is the secret that kept me in bondage for years until I discovered the truth. Some of you opened the door yourselves without knowing it, through bitterness, through unforgiveness, through secret sins you think nobody knows about, through covenants your parents and grandparents made that were never broken, through that harmless charm you wore as a child, through food you ate at the wrong person's house, through that relationship you knew was wrong, but you continued anyway. Now, let me reveal to you the 5 dreams that confirm witches are stealing your destiny. Pay close attention because some of you have been having these dreams for years and you've been ignoring the warnings. The first dream is when you see yourself eating in the dream, especially eating with people you don't know, or eating at a party, or someone is forcing food into your mouth. Listen to me, food in the dream is the witch's favorite weapon. It is covenant food. It is initiation food. When I was in the coven, this was our primary assignment. We would cook spiritual food and feed it to people in their dreams. Once they ate it, even one spoonful, we had legal access to their bodies, their finances, their marriages, everything. That food contained sickness, poverty, barrenness, failure, and stagnation. Some of you have been eating in your dreams for months, for years, and you wonder why you go for interviews and you're the most qualified, but they choose someone else. You wonder why you're beautiful, educated, God-fearing, but men come and go, and none of them commit. You wonder why your business was flourishing and suddenly customers stopped coming. The answer is in what you ate in the dream 6 months ago. The second dream is sexual encounters. You dream you're having sex with someone, maybe someone you know, maybe a stranger, maybe even a spirit you cannot see clearly. You wake up and you feel it. You feel dirty. You feel weak. Sometimes you see stains on your body or on your bed sheets. This is not a joke. This is not just a bad dream. This is spiritual marriage. This is how the enemy blocks your physical marriage and plants confusion in your relationships. But here's what they don't tell you, and this is where many deliverance ministers get it wrong. The spirit husband or spirit wife is not always the main problem. Sometimes it's a distraction. Yes, while you're busy fighting the spirit husband, the real attack is on your health, your womb, your business. When I was in the coven, we would send spirit husbands to women, and while the women were busy going to prayer houses to break the spirit husband, we would steal their wombs. We would close their finances. We would program their children for failure, all while they thought the only problem was the spirit husband. This is why you must be spiritually intelligent. The enemy is cunning. The third dream is when you see yourself back in your childhood home, back in your village, back in your old school, or you're a child again in the dream. You're playing with your childhood friends. You're in your father's house. Everything looks exactly as it was 20, 30 years ago. This dream means they are taking you backwards. They are reversing your progress. They are returning you to ground zero. In witchcraft, we call this destiny reversal. We would locate a person's point of breakthrough and spiritually pull them back to their point of origin. This is why some of you, everything you touch fails. You build, it collapses. You save money, emergency comes and takes it all. You start a business, it closes within months. You're not cursed, you're being pulled backwards in the spirit realm. The fourth dream is when you're running in the dream, being chased by animals, by people, by something you cannot see. Or you're trying to run, but your legs are heavy. You want to scream, but no sound comes out. You're trapped, helpless, terrified. This dream reveals that you are under spiritual attack, and you are fighting battles you're not equipped for. The enemy has surrounded you, and you're using your own strength to fight spiritual wickedness. But here's the part that changed my life. I discovered that many times the person running in the dream is not really running from the enemy. They are running from their own destiny. Yes, the witches have confused their spirit. They made them afraid of their own greatness, afraid of their own calling, afraid of standing up. I met people in the coven who were supposed to be great ministers, great business leaders, great inventors, but we planted fear in them through dreams. Year after year, they ran, they hid, they played small, and their destinies died while they were still alive. Are you running from what God has called you to do? Are you hiding your gifts because you're afraid of what people will say? The witches love cowards. They feed on your fear. The fifth dream, and this is the most dangerous one, is when you dream about death. You see yourself in a coffin. You're at a funeral, maybe yours, maybe someone close to you. You see dead relatives calling you to come with them. You see graves, cemeteries, dark places. This is the dream of premature death. This is destiny assassination. When I was in the witchcraft world, this was our final weapon. When everything else failed, when the person kept praying, kept fasting, kept resisting, we would program death. We would visit them in dreams and show them death until their spirit accepted it, until they began to say, "I don't think I will live long. Something tells me I will die young." Once those words came out of their mouth, it was finished. They sentenced themselves. But here's what broke my chains. I discovered that the same way negative dreams have power, positive declarations have greater power. I discovered that there is a God who is mightier than all the covens of the world combined. I discovered that when you know who you are, when you know whose you are, the enemy cannot touch you. This is why I left witchcraft. I saw people who had nothing, no charms, no special powers, but they had faith, they had prayers, they had the name of God on their lips, and we could not touch them. We would gather 10 witches, 20 witches, and we could not penetrate the prayer covering over one simple woman who woke up at 4 a.m. to pray. That's when I knew I was on the wrong side. After I embraced Islam and gave my life to righteousness, I realized something profound. The witches fear the righteous more than the righteous fear the witches. They fear people who pray consistently. They fear people who fast. They fear people who forgive easily and don't carry bitterness. They fear people who refuse to speak negative words over their own lives. You have more power than you know. But the problem is, many of you are giving that power away. You're giving it away through fear, through ignorance, through spiritual laziness. You pray for 5 minutes and expect breakthrough that requires 5 hours. You fast 1 day and want results that require 21 days. You're fighting territorial witches with casual Christianity, casual Islam, casual faith. It doesn't work that way. So what do you do when you have these dreams? First, the moment you wake up from any of these 5 dreams, cancel it immediately. Say, I reject this dream. I cancel every evil covenant. Every food I ate, I vomit it now. Every spirit husband, wife, child, I divorce you now. Every backward movement, I reverse it now. I command my destiny to move forward in the name of Allah or in Jesus' name according to your faith. I decree that I will not die but live. I will not fail but succeed. My children will not suffer. My marriage will not collapse. My business will not fail. Second, stop living a double life. You cannot be praying on Sunday or Friday and committing sin on Monday. You cannot be asking God to bless you while you're sleeping with someone's husband or wife. You cannot be asking for breakthrough while you're cheating, lying, stealing, hating. Righteousness is your protection. Clean hands, pure heart, this is your armor. Third, pray at night before you sleep. Pray over your bedroom. Plead the blood of Jesus over your family if you're a Christian. Recite Ayatul Kursi if you're a Muslim. Take your spiritual life seriously. The enemy takes you seriously. It's time you take him seriously. Fourth, fast. Break the covenant of that food you ate in the dream. Fast and pray. Some chains will not break until you fast. Fifth, forgive everyone who has hurt you. Bitterness is a door. Unforgiveness is a legal right the enemy uses to torment you. Let it go. Release them. Not for their sake, for yours. Now let me tell you the greatest secret of all, the secret that made me leave witchcraft completely and never look back. The witches already know you're going to win. Yes, you heard me right. They already know. That's why they're fighting you so hard. They don't waste time on people who have no destiny. They don't attack people who are going nowhere. The level of attack you're experiencing is proof of the level of glory that's waiting for you. They're trying to stop you before you step into what God has prepared for you. They're trying to kill you before you fulfill purpose. They're trying to steal your seed before it becomes a harvest. But here's the truth. They cannot stop what God has ordained. They can delay it. They can make it difficult, but they cannot stop it unless you agree with them, unless you give up, unless you stop praying, unless you stop believing. So I'm asking you today, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to keep scrolling and forget everything I said? Are you going to keep sleeping carelessly, eating in dreams carelessly, living carelessly? Or are you going to rise up like the warrior you were created to be? Your destiny is under attack, but you have weapons. Use them. Your family line is under a curse, but you are the curse breaker. Break it. Your dreams are being invaded, but your prayers are more powerful. Pray. Some of you, this message found you at the edge of giving up. You were about to quit that business. You were about to end that marriage. You were about to accept that sickness as final. No, I'm here to tell you that is a lie from the pit of hell. You are destined for greatness. You are destined for overflow. You are destined for a turnaround. You are destined to be the first in your family to break through. You are destined to be a testimony. But you must fight. You must pray. You must refuse to agree with the enemy's report.
Tonight, before you sleep, pray like never before. Cover yourself, cover your children, cover your home. Declare victory over every attack. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, and you will wake up to a new beginning. The witches thought they could steal your destiny, but they didn't know that you would watch this message today. They didn't know that you would take action. They didn't know that you would refuse to be a victim. Today is the day your story changes. Today is the day you take back what was stolen. Today is the day you step into your destiny. Rise up. The battle is already won. You just need to walk into your victory. May Allah bless you and protect you. May every evil dream be canceled. May every stolen virtue be restored. May every closed door be opened. And may your destiny manifest in fullness. Now go and pray like your life depends on it, because it does.